Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Day Survival, episode 12 for our series here. Let's begin. Well, we left off last time, basically, friggin' box is always flying. Basically completing some of the newer quests, and now we want to complete the other quest that I took, which was finding that tower and repairing it. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to start right off here. I don't have a whole lot of time. Sitting down to record real quick before I gotta run and go get some stuff done, and I won't be able to record for another 2 days or so, so I wanted to get one out here before that. But we'll go ahead and we'll get this quest done. We'll see what we can do with that. It's right down this way. Now there's a few more people. I jumped into a little bit larger server, 12-person server, just to see if we get into any type of scuffles with anybody. Now, somebody said I could hold down the left shift and get this to steady up, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to actually be a key, which I kind of thought so. I think maybe with a sniper you can do that. But with the small arms fire and stuff, I don't think that's actually, I don't think it's a thing for, at least it doesn't seem to be, because when I hold the left shift down when I'm aiming down my rifle, I don't seem to steady up at all. So I just not sure if that's a feature, and I haven't used a sniper yet, so I don't know. Now I've not done this quest before, so possible I could hit some contacts down here, some enemies. Kind of expecting that a little bit, which is why I've got my rifle out. I mean, we're a little ways away, but 200 really isn't that far. The map is fairly small, and we'll pretty much be on top of them as soon as we hit 100. 100 is about, for me in this game, 100 and maybe between 80 and 100 I think is a good distance to start engagement with the enemy. So kind of like when we just did the documents quest right before this one, we started engaging them. I think it was about 100 or maybe a little less than that, mainly just because that was where the most active cover was for us, using that Jeep and everything, and we were able to take those long-range pot shots at the enemy and do it like that, which is kind of how I'd like to do it, because once you get up close to them, the enemy becomes somewhat deadly accurate, mainly because the AI is still kind of programmed to just automatically know where you are at all times, and they'll shoot through vehicles and bushes and buildings to try to get to you. So that's something you're kind of combating right now. You're just looking on these vehicles to see if there was anything. These would be great cover if there's any enemies here, but I don't see any, so we're going to go ahead and approach. Those vehicles would have been a great staging point. Now I do apologize. I know a lot of you guys want me to kind of alter the graphics a little bit. Actually, it looks like the graphics might have been altered for me. See, I see they're up a little bit. Yeah, I know that the game is somewhat laggy for me. It's something I'm working on. I'm actually currently putting together a new computer build as it stands. So hopefully I'll have a new computer sometime in the next coming months. And I'll be able to play games on a little bit higher settings for you. I'm not used to, usually I play games like roguelikes and such, so I'm not used to having to have, I mean, I have a good graphics card, but, you know, I can play this game perfectly fine on high settings. It's when I turn on my recording software that I start getting bottlenecked, and I start getting these kind of random frame drops here and there. Because the recording software, and I have Audacity running at the same time, that actually eats up a lot of my power. It seems to create this weird bottleneck. I'm not really sure what it's about. But recording software in general has always been sort of a hog when it comes to computer power. Alright, so jumping up here. We'll get this fixed real quick. We should have all the tools to do it. Okay, that was easy. We're going back down, so that's really all I had to do, huh? Kind of hoping I'd get into some type of contact here. Now this would actually be a good place if you wanted to like camp up there and snipe. You could see pretty far actually, and I think you could probably, if you have your graphics settings cranked right up, you could probably see even farther. But I'm I'm not, like I said, I haven't used a sniper. I'm not sure on like zeroing effects and such. I don't know if there's any like bullet drop compensation. I'm sure there is a little bit. But yeah, if you got to compensate for like bullet drop, I'm sure wind direction isn't in the game, but bullet drop and such are probably definitely in there. And whether or not you can actually zero the rifles, I don't know. You can't zero any of the small arms weapons such as the AKMS or the M4 or anything like that, as far as I can tell. And weapons don't have attachments, but I tell you what, that'd be pretty cool if they added attachments to the game. I'd like to see attachments, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm currently in the process of using PC Part Picker to put together a pretty cool build. It's going to be like, it'll be able to play any game that I want, so I want to throw some 1080 Titans in it and such and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go ahead and list everything off. If you guys are really interested in what I'm doing with it, you can join the Discord server, because that's where I'm kind of talking about what I'm doing and posting pictures of what I want to do and stuff like that, and asking people questions all on there. And once again, the link to the Discord server is down in the description below, so you can go click on that, join the server. There's about 100 people now, and we're always chatting about games and strategy games and what we're doing and such. And yeah, that's been where I've been doing a lot of my talk about the computer I'm putting together, because my computer's fine, but as you can see, you know, once I start recording and playing certain games and stuff, I do experience some frame drop, and I can't play games on the greatest settings just because of that bottleneck. A lot of it for me is cooling issues, because I do have a laptop I'm playing on. Some of you guys already guessed that, because I have the GTX 880M. So the reason I have a laptop is simply because my previous employment required me to move a lot, so a desktop was literally not even possible, because I was like in a different country every month. So I just couldn't move. It was just, I'd be like, I literally lived out of pretty much like a suitcase and a backpack for like 3 years of my life. So a laptop was, I still wanted a game, and I actually, at the time, I actually was still doing a YouTube channel, so having the ability to move everything was absolutely paramount for me. So I had absolutely no choice in that. Trust me, I would have built a desktop if I could have, but I've been putting away a little bit here and there to get a desktop, and that's kind of what I want to do. So what are we doing now? I wish those civilians would hurry up and kick the bucket already. You fix one antenna and they break another. Head out, and there's a tower near there. If there's a patrol in the area, don't leave any witnesses and take care of the antenna for me. You know the drill. So we're doing it again. We're going to get 2,000 this time. Please tell me it's a little bit closer. Okay, that guy's got an available quest. Okay, it's all the way up here. Available quest up here. The road to... So for whatever reason, that quest like reset itself. So we could go do that quest again. Oh no, we got to go up there probably to turn it in. I don't know. Either way, unless that's where we turn in this quest, I don't know. We're going to go here though and finish this one here. It said that there's probably a patrol, so we're going to look out for that. So this is probably where we do engage in a firefight. Nighttime is coming, which makes me a little nervous, simply because visibility will be reduced as the night hits, or at least as the evening comes about. You can see it's pretty much nighttime, you know, but a little bit less visibility. I guess it'll be all right, and it's not that bad that I'm too concerned. Yes, what was I talking about though? Yeah, the computer build and stuff. Yeah, so that's why I have a laptop, for those of you wondering, because I got a lot of people like, why do you have a laptop? They never stay cool, blah, blah, blah. They're so much more expensive. You could have built a nicer desktop for your laptop. Like, yeah, I know all that. I would have loved to have built a desktop with what I spent for the laptop. Trust me, okay? It wasn't even remotely feasible for me to do that. Sometimes there'd be times when I was like gaming in places where I literally could not. I'd be living out of a hotel. I swear to God, I lived out of a hotel for like 30 days at one point. I literally lived in a hotel in another country for 30 days. I couldn't just like bring my desktop with me and just like set it up in this hotel room. Like I had to travel as light as I could. So I bought a really nice bag to carry my laptop around in. And that's what I did. Just living in other countries and working for a company overseas, and essentially a company. I won't get into a lot of detail. Some of you guys know what I did. And some of you, it's not really that much of a big deal. But yeah. So now that I'm more stationary and I'm living in the same place all the time for the last year. For the last year, I moved back to the United States and I've been living in the same place. So I can finally build the desktop of my dreams, and I can be able to play games like this for you guys in ultra settings, because we are doing next day survival, but eventually I am going to roll over to some other really cool survival games. I've got a lot marked down. I'll be playing Darkwood here this weekend. So those of you who are not familiar with Darkwood, it is a survival horror game. So I'll be playing that because it looks like a lot of fun. I've owned the game for the last 3 years now. Bought it on early access when it first came out, and just been waiting for the final release, so I wasn't spoiled by anything the game has to offer, because it wasn't fully completed, so a lot of the stories and stuff were missing. But now that the game's going to be fully released, I'll be playing that. I'm waiting for there to be some guys. I'm getting really close. And then the other game is Escape from Tarkov, I believe it is, whatever that game is. And I'll be playing that one as well at some point for you. So I want to have a good computer before I jump really heavy into that one, because I know that one's pretty GPU demanding. I really was expecting something here. He said, watch out for patrols. Maybe it's something that spawns in as soon as I fix the tower. Or maybe they really are patrolling up and down the road and I just haven't seen them yet. We're really close to the civilian area, so this is dangerous as is. Dangerous enough without random NPCs shooting at me. I swear to God, if they spawn in when I get to the top of this tower, I'm going to be upset. Because I do not like being up in high places and stranded while I'm getting shot at. Especially with these NPCs, because there's really no way to fool them. They just like are going to keep shooting right where you are. The only way you could really do it is if you pop out and shoot them while they're reloading. Great. Yep, they did spawn in. Of course they did. Okay, let's get down. Damn it. I saw the quest update and I'm like, yeah, of course it would. Let's just go ahead and fix it real quick. Now, obviously, we can't go down. Or they're going to shoot us more than likely. I might be able to go down, but then I won't have any cover. So we're going to have to take them out from up here. The problem with that is, how many are there? There's 2 of them. Okay, well, we're pretty good to go. Let's make sure we've got enough ammo and we'll engage them. 30 rounds. All right, I'm feeling pretty confident. Can I pop over this ledge without them seeing me? I'm going to go for the guy that's closer to me, because if he runs more closer, then I'm not going to be able to see him at all. Hopefully I can take him out with one shot. Okay, so I can't even hit them from up here. So this is a complete wash. I don't know if I can shoot through these railings. Oh, yeah, I can. Ah, shit. Come on, come on. Oh, he's not even able to shoot me. Are you serious? Oh. Damn it. I literally loaded a magazine in there with 1 round. Got him. I think that's both of them. I didn't see any other ones. Let's get out of here before that. -3 reputation. Why? Oh, with the civilians, duh. I'm thinking like -3 reputation with the looters. I was like, really? Were those guys looters? No, they were civilians. I saw that. All right, let's jump down quick, grab that up before the gunfire drawed anybody in, because I believe there is a lot of civilians on this server. There's enough of them. There's like 3 or 2. Just from a quick peek, I want to get down from here. Oh, crap. Somebody recognized me. They're yelling at me in the chat. Watch your videos. These things happen from time to time. I have no more ammo. Let's see if these guys have any. I might say something friendly to them in a second, but I don't want to be in this area. Ooh, unknown AK and experimental. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll definitely take that. 35% protection. That's worth taking. That's worth taking. That. Oh, I just realized I have like extras of these, so let's drop them. Let's leave those, because those come by all the time. I definitely want both these experimental weapons. The experimental AKs, they use 545 rounds. I don't even know if I've messed with that. I'm definitely going to take the gas mask because they're worth something. Okay, that's everything I can take. I'm good with that. Let's move. We don't have a whole lot of ammo. Like I said, I don't want to be in the area. I don't want to be out in that field near that tower, and I'm really close to the civilian spawn area right now. At least get in the woods here, and let me take a look real quick at food and water. All right, let me type something. Just to let him know I saw his message. Hey man, if you watch the videos, then you're gonna watch this one, so I'd imagine you'll see this one. He's probably gonna be looking for this one now. Who was it? Who was it? Somebody just recently also got a hold of me when I was recording the last episode, and I don't know that I told them to comment in the comment down in the comment section if they came and watched the video, but I'm not sure if they did. I guess I haven't really looked at the comments yet for that video. I do read every single comment, or at least I try to. They are coming in a little bit quicker than they used to. I'm pretty sure I pretty much read every single comment. It's somewhat easy right now to keep up with it. I usually just go to my comment section for my whole channel, and I just scroll through all of them and read them, and I reply to the ones that I feel like I have something to say. I don't always reply to all of them, because usually if I get a comment like play Call of Duty, I don't really know what to say to that, because I don't like that game. Like I've said before, you know, I've commented on them before and said things like, oh, you know, I don't really like Call of Duty. Like, it's an okay game. But like after a while, if you get so many people that are like, hey bro, you should play Call of Duty, I eventually just kind of stop commenting, because I really don't like that game. I really want that camo hood, obviously. It's worth a lot more than pretty much anything else I'm carrying. Okay, we're going to drop these because I don't think we need them to finish the quest anyways. I know the camo hood is worth something. That's a brown one. I have a green one. I could check that helicopter quick. I did see something in there. It looks like a camouflage backpack, so that's obviously a definite. Good, and I had room for it. Those are worth something too. Not that I'll really sell those. I'll keep them more than likely. Because they're just the camouflage backpacks and such are really useful for it comes to inventory space. That's why I got the green one on now. And at this point, I've got how many? Probably like 2 of them. Or I've got this one plus the one I just picked up plus 1 in storage. So I'm not really that worried about losing them. And frankly, there's really no reason to even like, yeah, I could save them, but then I don't really get anything out of that, you know. They're more valuable if I use them. So, well, smart guy, to make a long story short, the helicopters have started flying this way again. They're probably dropping humanitarian aid for the civilians. We need to check. As soon as the helicopter shows up, I need you to be in quadrant A3. If there's nothing there, hightail it to A9. Whatever you find, bring it here. I don't get anything for this. And it's a very kind of odd. So A3, and then if I don't find anything, go to A9. So there's A9, and there's A3. Wow, those are, okay. Those are quite the distance apart for what they are. Okay, let's go over here because we don't have any ammo right now. And let's drop off some stuff. You know, I could. Oh, no, not enough space. Interesting. So we finally ran out of space. Well, we can deal with that. How much? I got 42. Let's see. So I just don't have enough space for, well, it says I have enough. Okay, but we're probably running out. I can sell one of the gas masks. I can sell both gas masks. I have plenty of those now. I would like to keep the helmets. They're always good to have. I don't mind completely filling the space, and I'll go through and sell a bunch of this stuff, but I won't mess too much with it now because I know you guys aren't going to want to see all of that here on camera. There's just no point. But I can pull some stuff out. I'll go ahead and clean all this up on my own. There's no reason to force you guys to sit here and watch it all. But like I said, I can sell these. I have a lot of military backpacks now. So that's not an issue. I will keep the camo hood because I'd like to get a full ghillie suit, whatever one I can get at some point. I want these, obviously. I could sell the shotguns. So there's a lot of stuff I could sell that I don't really need to keep on me. And then, yeah, I would technically need more 7.62 ammo for my AKMS I'm using right now. I've got that big box of 7.62. These are for the RPK, which I wouldn't mind getting another one. I mean, if I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff, right, then I could just buy some boxes of, like, because I could sell these gas masks. I have a ton of stuff I could sell and get, like, a lot of money. Because I don't need all of this. And then, like, I could pull, you know, another Makarov mag out. Because I keep the Makarov. I said this last episode. I told you guys why. But I like to keep it as just a side weapon just in case. Speaking of helicopter. What can I sell? I could sell the shotguns. At this point, I've got enough weapons of everything else. I was just keeping those for emergency weapons. Just in case I died so many times I didn't have enough weapons. To keep loading up. But, oh, I do have an RPK, actually. I could switch out for that. Since I've got 2 magazines that use it. I really like my AKMS though. It seems to got a lot of accuracy. I'd like to use these too, but I got to find more rounds for them. Yeah, let's sell these shotguns. Yeah, why don't we do that then? Why don't we drop that off, right? We're out of AK. Oh, well, damn, we got a lot of those though. I've only got 1 RPK and I got a ton of AKMs. The RPKs are pretty easy to get out of the bunker, though they're very common weapons there. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep 1 on us, because if we die, we've got friggin' a bunch more. I'll just pick up a few boxes of... Pick up a few boxes of 7.62. And then I've got the case of 7.62, but I mean, I seriously have a ton of, so it's really not that big of a deal. Just pick up a bunch of boxes and I'll have them on me. I really could care less about that. And I'll grab some, while I'm here, I'll just grab some food and something to drink so I can fill that up. But, either way, doesn't really matter because we are out of time for this one. So, because that's going to be a pretty big quest. So we'll save that one for next time. Because looking at the map, we've got A9 and A3. So we're going to jump up to A3. Maybe nothing's going to happen, or maybe there's going to be some contacts there. And then we'll probably just go right through the woods down to A9 or something. I'll figure it out when we go to do that. But thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed this one. And I look forward to seeing you next time.